Oh, right. Azula. Just have the whole thing. Ugh. Wait, what? That's cool in multiplayer. Also an orc. Huh. I'm doing all right. Maybe. Ooh. Oh, but it costs 7. Ugh. Is there a way to break this? Instant sorcery, but this costs 7. So you can cast expropriate faster, and that's kind of it. You can play it and immediately get an extra turn. And then what? maybe not. You cast that for free. It lets you cast 2 big spells in a turn. Hmm. I don't know if this is better than Iroh. Because Iroh can just cast it out of the graveyard. It's not free though. I don't know if that's good. Blech. 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 Oh. Twitch is doing that thing where I have to like relaunch the game. That happened. That's just a thing now. I don't ask me why. It's another reason to stop streaming on Twitch. Honestly, the ever-growing pile. Hmm. Whenever you sack a creature, okay, I was about to say, does it sack a creature? Whenever you sack a creature, draw a card. Okay. Sacrifice another creature. Gain X life. All right, that's kind of neat. It's very straightforward. There's no convoluted thing you have to do. It just does it all right there. Oh, cool. You can. Okay, so it's like a. What is this? Scavenging ooze? But you get a 1/1 instead? Kind of. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not in the same ballpark of that, but. Is it still not working? I reset the game. It says it's working. Hmm. Did my phone just. It did not. What are the good spells with this in red white? I don't know. Error 1000. Let me go look at my own thing. Let me go look. Um, wrongly point to a cloud for IP. Ugh. Uh, Oops. Playback issue resolved by clearing browser cache. Okay, it sounds like it can be dealt with by clearing your browser cache. I actually have the same problem when I go to look at my own Twitch, but not everyone has the problem. Some people don't have that issue trying to watch it, so it must be our browsers. I really don't know. I do not know. But I'll tell you right now, I don't really care. I don't really care. I am really considering not streaming on Twitch anymore, so maybe that'll just be the final nail in the coffin. Yeah, everything else works. It seems like you have to do something on your browser to make Twitch function, but I'm going to assume it's probably only my stream. If you tested a bunch of different ones, it probably isn't the case. I don't know. What's increment? Oh. Is there a combo with Berta in Arena or just paper? I can't think of anything. Hmm. It's like a Modi. A Modi, but for spells. Hmm. But probably no counter spells, right? Yeah, you're not playing counter spells. I think there's a lot of fun commanders, but might be mixing up the word fun with like viable and successful commanders. A lot of them are going to get totally crushed, but they're really cool. I think a lot of them are really cool, actually. Maybe not friendly in Historic Brawl whatsoever. I can't picture a good cascade. Except extra turns. So let's say I cast this, and then I uh um it's so random. I feel like there's something here that is different from emote, and it's worth trying. I would like to try this. I can craft it. Instant and sorceries have cascade. It has to be different from emote. It has to, otherwise, like, what are we trying to do here? See, okay, so most things you want to cascade from would probably already trigger off of emote. So this can. Hmm. Dual casters? I don't know. There's like Narset's reversal. So we're looking at instants and sorceries here. Cascading zeros doesn't do anything. Or, excuse me, cascading ones doesn't do anything. Wait, does it have cascade? Okay, so you could get Mox. You don't have to cascade into another spell. X spells don't work. Draw 3, put a land. Huh. I mean, I like that. I like this too. These are goofy cards. Copy a target non-aura that you control. Eh. Destroy an enchantment, something becomes a 5/5. Of you, wait, you control? Okay. You can't cascade off of Paradigm, but you can cascade the first time. Yes, Twitch is broken. I don't know what's going on, and I'm like 5 days away from completely removing it anyways. I don't seem to understand the issue. It's been an issue for like a month. I'm sure it's fixable, but I have absolutely no motivation to fix it. Huh. There's not a lot of spells that from the set that this commander likes, because the X spells just don't really work too well. Yeah, even the Paradigm ones don't work. You cast it from exile. Oh, he gives another ramp spell on 4. Huh. Flow state? Flow state's alright. It does not seem like this is better than Emoti. It does not seem like it's better than this. You can cascade from the paradigm trigger? What do you mean? Paradigm comes out of exile. It does not trigger Quandrix. What's Vortex? Oh, creatures. I guess. I mean, it's kind of want to go in the spell department here. Suppose a mix of both is fine. Mystical Tutor, yeah. I guess Worldly Tutor as well. Cameo can probably not flip super reliably. Yeah, I think casting it is probably possible. I'm going to say it's possible. And you at least get a cascade up front. So you get something. It's just the spells don't feel like they're there. You have to cast them out of your hand too. You can't just like casting a copy without paying its mana cost doesn't trigger cascade. Nope. Not with this. You have to cast the spell from your hand. Otherwise, every spell you would cast from Cascade would also cascade. So you would find like a 5 and then a 4 and then a 3 and then a 2. Like the legendary Joda dumb thing. You only gain Cascade if it's cast out of your hand. Seek New Knowledge works. It doesn't seem like there's a lot going on here. Cascading ones is just so bad too. What was I doing? These. I guess Archmage's Charm is a viable counterspell to play because you can do other stuff with it. Show and Tell kind of skips the casting of spells because it just puts it right into play. Cryptic Command does stuff outside of countering. Bribery, I guess. Stealing things, extra turns. Whatever this card is. I suppose we're not playing the game without our commander in play, so Karn's Temple Sundering. Commandeer's good. It's very unlikely to cascade into, and it triggers cascade, so. Force of Negation Might just be worth playing because maybe not actually. Oh yeah, the delve cards are good. Yeah, cascading off of expropriate is a little odd because you kind of just win when you cast expropriate. But maybe there's something there. This would draw 5. Green Suns for 0. Doesn't really hit anything. Unexpected results. If it hits a land, it can continuously be cast as a card for my commander, I guess? Why is Grosspile rare? Oh. Oh, my back. Yeah, this doesn't... I think I don't know. I might not be playing this. It feels like it's Emoti, but it feels actually kind of worse than Emoti. I don't think it's better than Emoti. Maybe it's just different, and not like necessarily worse. It doesn't look like it has the spells. You can't play counter spells realistically. You can't play X spells. They really want to focus on instants and sorceries. So like the creature side of Cascade is a bit strange. Yeah, I think I'm gonna nip this one in the bud for now. Also, why do I have so many decks named New Deck? What's going on down here? I think we're gonna not play that one. I'm not confident. I'm not confident. Not feeling it. I kind of want to play this one. I think I'm going to try this one. The other one that seemed interesting. It's a 7-mana blue-red commander, but you know. Oh, you can't cascade into this, huh? This would be good in Quandrix, but you can't cascade into it because it costs 10. You also don't get a cascade trigger when you cast it like you would with Emoti. Because Emoti cares about the casting cost. Yeah, man, maybe Emoti is better. Maybe Emoti is just straight up better in like every way. There's also a combo with Emoti, which I don't think Quandrix has a combo. Or maybe it does, but it's too close to Illumi with a Teamer mutate combo with Omniscience. Might be just too close. Yeah, Quintarius is neat. The having to exile cards seems a little steep. Assuming I read it correctly. Maybe I did not. Did I? Now I have to look. Yeah, you have to exile your own graveyard, which it doesn't do. Whenever one of our cards leave, it itself doesn't help you make 3/2s. It's still fine. The -4 is a bit odd, but that's okay. There's something going on here. It's got a lot of loyalty. It costs 4 instead of 5. You can make a lot of 3/2s if you have the right cards, I guess. And then you can just loot and mill a bunch. I feel like that's the kind of commander I would play on paper if it was functional and had like really nice things you can do with it. And I'm sure it does. So the price some of those commanders pay for the it can be your commander seems a little steep to me sometimes. Like Elminster can be your commander, but you're like missing out on an entire thing because it has that line of text that it can be your commander. It's always kind of bothered me. Like, what would Quintarius have if it just didn't have that line of text there? It would have it would definitely have another ability on it. I don't know why Planeswalker commanders are so scary to them that they have to like remove an ability to make them work. Racing to an ultimate maybe is too boring. I don't know. I think it's fine if people want to play Teferi and EDH as their commander. I don't see the big deal. But the it can be your commander line of text absolutely takes away from the power of a commander. It's like partner, except the partners are so outweighed by the fact that you have two that line of text doesn't make the card notably worse, or it's offset so heavily. Oh, right. I should be looking at spells, not everything. Right, it's just spells, right? Yeah. All right. Same logic. Same logic. No X spells. Counter spells are viable though. 2/3/3s. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. This is an instant. Oh, look at that. It's a bad Ketramos. That's fair. That's fair. It's a cool Ketramos. I like it. You got a lightning bolt, and it taps something for blue. Okay, that's neat. There's a lot of competition on 2 mana, but that's cool. It is an instant. Sakashima. Draw 4, or deal 4 damage to each creature in Planeswalker. This is 5 mana. 5 mana draw 4? That's Tidings? So it's Tidings or a whatever it's called, Wrath of the Gods? Whatever the red one is that deals 4 to everything. 5 damage, and then look at the top 2. Okay, this is the same as the... Oh, wait, no, it's not. I lied. All right, it's a new spell. It's got text. It matters. It's an instant as well. So we got Preordain, 1 damage, and Disperse. Maybe. Well, this works. We've seen this as well played. Prepared spells probably work with this. I think they do. We're going to assume they do. There's probably not a lot of really expensive prepared spells anyways. Yeah, you could probably put Ral in here. Probably. Prismari. What is Prismari? What does it do? This one? Oh yeah. This is the same as the other one. That we already have this. We already have this. There's the blue-red one that shuffles a lightning bolt in your deck that has storm, and then all the spells you cast draw a card. Um, I can't say which one is like better. One of them just draws cards. The other, you can explode with the hands you have, and one of them just cycles through the deck really fast. Maybe they're different enough. But I feel like you could put either in the command zone with the same deck and have a similar experience. And the other one is just as vulnerable as this. So, if this didn't get a free spell the turn you cast it, I think this is completely unplayable. So, that is the difference here. You cast this, and then you do nothing. You cast this, you do nothing, and then you lose when they kill it. Yeah, alright, let's look at expensive nonsense here. You counter spells do work. So is this a wizard? Nope. It's another one of those not wizards. It got buffed. It puts 4 instead of 1. I wonder why. I wonder who thought about that. Was it been like 2 years? So I was like, wait, this is not working. I wonder who actually thought of that and made that change. That's so funny to me. Free spells the turn I cast my commander seem alright. I don't know. Gamble. Is there good stuff out of Gamble? I don't know. I can Molten Duplication my commander on the free spell. So like expropriate Molten. Excuse me, Flare of Duplication, not Molten Duplication. The treasure generators are just fine to cast for free. Wait a minute, let me look. Your turns. Okay, so you still have to pass a turn with no mana if you aren't doing anything. Storm's Wrath, that's what the card I was talking about. I don't know if this is a Mizzix Mastery deck, but if the game is long enough, it suddenly is always a Mizzix Mastery deck. 5 damage to creature. Star of Extinction is the same casting cost. Probably not doing that one. Magma Opus. Flame of Alnor is wizards, and for some reason these are sorcerers. Reverse Polarity. Wait, that's the... You mean invert polarity? The thing I've never won the coin flip on? Ever? To this day? Literally ever? I don't think this is great, but it is a 7-minute spell. That might do... No, it's not going to do anything. Ill-timed Explosion. This is 7? That's actually pretty nice that it's 7. Temporal Trespass, why not? kind of like Chain Lightning. Most of the time, it's not coming back in my face. It's probably better to just play Instant Burn instead and not care that Chain Lightning does 3. Really, yeah, Instant Burn seems like a better idea. The barrier to entry on Historic Brawl is just going up and up. What is this? Probably not role reversaling. I do like that card though. Subtlety is a thing as well, maybe? Like Subtlety. Sort of. We have Vampiric Tutor. We do? When did that happen? I was not aware of that. I know we got Brain Freeze, which I'm pretty sure is new. I think we just got this. Maybe we didn't. I'm seeing this one, so I guess we didn't just get it. There's Brain Freeze with what's the third part of that? It's like you the enchantment you cast out of your graveyard over and over. But how do you generate mana? Oh, Lion's Eye Diamond. We don't have Lion's Eye Diamond. I don't think we have Lion's Eye Diamond, at least. Oh, if you cast this with... Wait. Cast this... Oh, no, never mind. I got excited. Fabricate... Sacking my commander to Flare doesn't seem like a good idea. I don't really have any other creatures yet, so... Solve the equation. Still not looking like show and tell is a thing. Man, I wish they could cast a free spell every turn, not just your own. Maybe that would be too good. I don't know. Would it really be that good? I mean, it would be really good. Would it be too good? Maybe. Token generators plus alter. Suppose that works. Oh, Into the Story, my favorite pet card that can actually be cast for free. Yeah, we can still look at Planeswalkers. I don't think this is a Storm deck. Tybalt's Trickery. It's next level random. I don't know what we're doing with that. Seething Song? This ramps you for 2, right? I like Seething Song. Okay, now we have another problem. You have to cast a 7-minute card. Should probably address that. Yeah, we have to address that. How do we cast this? No, I don't want discounts for spells. I just want my commander in play. I don't want discounts. My commander skips all the discount stuff. We might have so many artifact mana rocks that Mox Level is just always a thing. Does mean I can play the artifact lands. Mox Amber. Mox Amber ain't doing much, is it? Oh, I like Prism. I don't like Ornithopter or the Mirror. I think we can play 4 mana rocks, which feels unfortunate. If we're playing 4 mana rocks, I don't think we're also playing stuff like Rousarek anymore. If I play like these 3. Yeah, the casting of my commander is like the main problem here. Also, spell discounters can just be ramp spells like mana rocks, and those just help you cast the spell and your commander at the same time. Yeah, it can play Ugin. Can get the old scam Ugin situation going on here. I could play a fair amount of colorless sources to then cast my commander 1 turn fast. Oh, that's stupid. Wait, no, never mind. Never mind. If you were the starting player, nope. I'll play the untapped artifact lands just for the Mox. Just for the Mox. I believe I'm missing one of the... Yeah, this one. Oh, and that one. I mean, at this point, the 3 mana ones are fine. Excuse me. This one... Yeah, why not? I like Palladium Mirror, but you're really all in when you play Palladium Mirror. Maybe that's fine. If it's not answered, it's like you play a turn 3, untap, play a land. It doesn't help you cast your commander the next turn. It's still just good though. Oh, it's so vulnerable. I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah, there's too few creatures in this deck. All the removal in my opponent's deck is going to go to the 3 creatures in here. So, that's a lot of craft. No, not really. All right, there's a lot of colorless cards. There's a lot more than I thought there was going to be. Oh yeah, Waterbender Satchel. Yep. Bender's Water Skin. I don't think anyone's gonna ever say that card right. Bender's Water Skin. That is not what I thought it was called. All right. How do we make this work? Oh yeah, no brain freeze. That's done. The really exceptional spells delete themselves. Head-to-head prism's already in here. Yeah, I knew what you were talking about. There's no way anyone was going to give me the right name to that. If my life was on the line, I would not ever have said Bender's water skin. And I'll probably forget tomorrow. Not gonna lie to you. I'm light on removal for those early problems. Boots? No. No. Boots doesn't save me in a window where I would like to be saved, so I don't like it. Oops. You go to equip boots, and then you lose, because they killed it anyways. You get your free spell when you cast it. If I needed boots to protect this to get a free spell, I think you're just not playing this deck. I think it's just the journey ends there. Isn't there another Seething Song? Maybe not. I'm not worried about the lands right now. I'll do that last. Ill-timed explosion is... Doesn't matter. All right. Nice. I could just take out the treasure cards. They're pretty... see, but they're all right. There's a new creature that Seething Songs? Okay. Ironcrag feat. No, that doesn't work. If I Ironcrag this, I cannot then cast a free spell. And if we're passing without casting a spell with this, I'm just not going to cast it in the first place. So that one just doesn't work. Spell snare, yeah. I gotta take out 6 cards here. Bribery is exceptionally random, but there are... See, the deck's like real fellows. You just won't cast this before you lose anyways. So the big creature decks kind of just win with or without you briberying them, and they win before you would ever cast it. Yeah, I don't know. It had like a month of fun, and then it just stopped like doing anything. I've gone to great lengths about Spell Snare. You can go see that video. I'm not playing. I don't think you should play Spell Snare. I don't think you should play Spell Snare. You start plucking away at these mana rocks. Maybe there's too many. Maybe Flare of Duplication is overkill. Yeah, maybe it is. All right, no Flare. You can do this on your opponent's turn. That's a pretty cool card. A pretty cool card. Yeah, the one that countered the new Swan Song. The new Swan Song I like. The old one's all right, but I do like the new one, especially in decks that don't care about the 2/2. Like this one probably doesn't care about 2/2. I could play that one. Visionary. This is the Cycler. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe, no, that's still fine. What about this? 5 damage, and then look at the top 2. Okay, all right. Let's maybe not play that one. Let's maybe not play that one. Gilded Lotus? I don't know. It kind of feels bad to take out the treasure cards, but it might just be right. I could take out the sorcery speed one at least. I feel like these might just want to come out. But they are instants. That's like pretty good. Yeah, I like Stern Scolding more than Spell Snare. Um, one, two. I could take out 2 lands. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Visual bug. I don't think we're a search for his Kansa deck. I don't think so. I don't ever envision this getting channeled, but I guess it's free. Malekith Awakening, yeah. Maybe. Kinda. Replace like a mountain with it though. This is probably fine. Is that true? It can't be my second land. That's fine. That's probably fine. Inventor's Fair? Relic, maybe not Reliquary Tower. I don't, yeah, no, I don't see that happening. Force of Will? Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, I would play that card. Yep. Okay, I've convinced myself to not run those and probably just shave a land. I think we'll survive. I actually added another MDSC. Okay. We did it. Did we do it? Wait, they added Force of Will? Oh, come on. No, they didn't. What's that? What new thing came out that added Force of Will? What new thing came out? When did this happen? Oh my goodness. They added Force of Will? Oh my! I have to craft it. I can't not craft Force of Will. What? How do I look at this? How do I look at that? Where are the other ones? This thing? Okay. Unbelievable. They added Force of Will. I didn't know that. I didn't look at these. Well, I saw the brain freeze, but wow, Force. Oh, days. Oh, they added days. Oh, is it a rare? Looks like it's a rare. It is. All right. They added days. No way. Okay. Wait a minute. How new is days? Are these both from the same thing? Whatever. I haven't seen it before. It must be new. Days is just mad. Oh, they have Pyretic Ritual. I mean, that's. Wait a minute. Is that. Hold on. Maybe that's actually not that crazy. for this deck. But I got to keep this card in mind for the rest of my life. I'm going to craft it. This will absolutely 100% be in something at some point in my life. Like this. That's Iro. There's Rowan, actually, maybe? The black red storm deck. I don't think this is a Pyretic Ritual. Wow, Force of Will and Days. Crazy. And Empty the Warrens. Cool. A little bit less exciting, but that's still pretty cool. Well, yeah, I saw the library. Wait, was I only filtering instants and sorcerers? No, the library is why is it not here? I did see the library. What set is that? How do I find that? Is that this special guest thing? What's the set code for that? Is it finally here? Yeah, Brain Freeze is here. We were talking about that one earlier. Yeah, there it is. Special guests. Wow, they added special guests. Oh my goodness. I can't tell which ones are new though. Suppose there's not a lot anyways. Verdant? Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that one. Is that like the only... Yeah, a lot of these are familiar. Some of them aren't even like unique. I did say Subtlety could come into my deck. Thoughtcast could also now actually be a thing. What is the special guest Ledger Shredder? Oh yeah, right. Wow, Force of Will. It's weird. They made special guest Nexus, but it's banned in every single format. What was the point? Is it banned in Timeless? No, you can play it in Timeless. I don't know if there's a Timeless Nexus deck though. Okay, Force of Will and Days. That's huge. I mean, that's actually insane. I cannot believe we got Force of Will. I can't believe it. I feel like I have more play against Rofellos now. I feel like there's more you can do. Force of Will is crazy. Mizzix's Mastery has taken a back seat now that we took out the treasure cards. The extra turns exile themselves too, and counterspells don't like it. Yeah, I don't think we're Mizzix's Mastery anymore. If ever we were. I am lacking on the kill small creatures department, but I'm kind of focused on trying to cast this. We got to start actually playing the game. It's already been an hour. Force of Will, that's crazy. I can't believe that. Yeah, I can take out another land. I can. So many mana rocks. MDSCs are in here. Free spells all over the place. So, okay, we're starting here. We're going to send it. New commander. Zaffai and the Tempests. 7-mana 5/7. Once during each of your turns, you can cast a spell for free out of your hand. Not your opponent's turn. So you can't do it on your turn and then pass, do it again. Only yours. I think this is functional. The leader of this, are they called guilds or colleges? Whatever, the blue-red college, Prismari, whatever, has an issue that it doesn't do anything when you cast it. It just sits there, and then you kind of just, your opponent pays 5 life, and then you concede. Where is it? Maybe I don't own it. Oh, there it is. So you cast this, and then you pass, right? And then you kind of need to untap with it. It has ward pay 5 life. That's not really a thing. You're probably not playing a deck that's really hammering your opponent's life total the whole time, so they can probably pay 5 life 4 times before it's a problem, right? If you get your opponent low enough, then maybe they can't do that, but that's very unrealistic, especially in a blue-red deck. You just have to play it and pass, and commanders that do nothing and pass the turn and you need to untap with them are at an insane disadvantage. This is not at all the same as Rofellos that does nothing when you cast it. It's not even in the same universe, so I can't picture this working. It can also die in response to things that you would like to save it, like Lightning Greaves. The problem with Lightning Greaves in general is you go to equip and they just kill it before the equip resolves. And, there's a window to kill it. So it's not reliable. This, however, does something the moment you cast it. So I think it's automatically better than the leader of the leader of the set there. I think this is leagues better. In fact, ideally, when you cast it, you want to go for some kind of win or a massive swingy spell, like expropriate's the big one, but there's other crazy things you can do. Not too many crazy things, but value is value. It doesn't quite feel like a Storm thing. I had Mizzix Mastery in here for a while, but I took out a fair amount of the things that Mizzix Mastery likes to cast. There's still some in here, but we'll see. Another note, we got Daze, and we got Force of Will. This is insane. I did not realize this until 5 seconds ago. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So we have these two. We have Force of Negation. We have Subtlety and what is it? Commandeer as actually just full stop free spells now. Feels pretty nice. Force of Will. Oh man, crazy. We got Force of Will. But yeah, that's the idea. Cast it and then immediately do something impactful, so I don't have to pass the turn to just have it die and then I lose the game. Yep. All right, let's play it. Wait, I think I have a sleeve for this college here. Yeah, there's plenty of early removal things I could be doing that I just don't have in here. I don't understand why these sleeves aren't auto-loaded when you start the game up. There's the Quandrix one. Can you search for a sleeve? Probably can't. Oh, there's that one. Okay, they're not next to each other at all. Because why would they be? Oh. Is that it? Is that it right there? That's it, right? I think that's it. I don't recognize it. I guess. Yeah, it is. All right. It's as the watermark of my commander has that symbol. So we did it. We beat the game. We beat the game. Yes, Seance. There's a better Seance now, though, I thought, right? Seance has been here for a while. Hasn't it? I think Seance has been in the game for 4 years, maybe? Maybe I'm wrong. It is equally likely that I am incorrect. Alright, what's the damage? Murata. Alright. We have Gemstone. I suppose I get rid of one of these two. Invert Polarity might not do it. Well, no, that's not true. It can do stuff. Am I keeping? Yeah, I guess I'm keeping this. Let's just get rid of that. Which is kind of sad, because it's a new card, but such is life. Alright, well, I guess got nothing else to do but that. They did nothing? Huh. Interesting. At least like a cantrip or something? Okay. They could have done that on their own turn, right? First or second. They just didn't do that. Probably makes sense. I don't know. Well, they got all the perfect cantrips. Lightning Greaves? Okay, I don't find myself concerned about Lightning Greaves. You can... That's fine. I'm not here to play against this in that way. Huh. Do I have the Surveil land, please? Tell me I do. Well, I came here to cast a 7-minute commander, so... I feel like this is a very easy counter. Okay, I guess they're just choosing what to get rid of. Could have just got rid of the spell I cast for free instead, but they didn't do that. What does this do? Stuff. Cast this? Yes. Yeah, they are playing it like Katara. They could just counter the spell I Alright, never mind. That makes sense. Well, I haven't really done anything. But to be fair, neither really has my opponent. I'll just do it again, I guess. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Do I get a braid? Invert polarity, maybe? Not invert polarity, Prismari command? It can destroy artifacts and make a treasure. Yeah, I mean, this is everything we're trying to do, so I guess I'll just get it. It's also just extremely annoying for my opponent. Like, they know about it, so it's not free to just play whatever you want right into it. Alright, so we make our move on our opponent's turn, because they seem absolutely obsessed with leaving up mana and whatnot. I drew a land for the turn. So, Treasure Shatter. Was it do? Okay. Do that. How does my opponent win the game here? They have one card left. What's going on over there? Can I please find a land? I can Lorien Revealed for a land, but then I can't, like, cast a card draw spell, and then I'm just out of things to do. And casting my commander is less important than having more things to do, so I think I'm just gonna not do that. Alright, I found the land. I survive Wash Away, because that's my opponent's only card. So, there you go. That's that logic. How dare you tap my bird? You have 2 spells? You haven't had 2 spells. Sure. They can cast the net for free and tap my commander a bunch. It's free to cast this. Just tap their commander. Is my opponent upset? What's going on here? I've never seen this commander played in this way. This is a bit odd. I guess they didn't draw Portal to Phyrexia? I don't know. Alright, I guess losing is just hard. Would have guessed. I can still do it on my turn, all the same. Alright. Don't know. Opponent got upset that their not Katara deck didn't win, I guess. I don't know. Opponent played the wrong commander there. I don't know what's going on. I didn't even look at those. Oh, won the first game. Well, that's nice. Oh, it's a Prosper deck. One, two. Grief? Oh, it is Grief. A Grief getting rid of Thoughtseize. What? Just cast the Thoughtseize. Just cast the Thoughtseize. What are you doing? Okay, they took a Mana Rock. That's probably not what I would have taken. I found another anyways, but probably not taking a Mana Rock there. I kind of like taking one of these too. But they don't expect the game to go this long, I guess, so that's fine, but like maybe this. You miss ranked brawl? I don't think I do. I'm going to show you the Thoughtseize bug. Actually, you know what? Ranked brawl was fun. I actually really liked it. What am I talking about? It was good. I liked it. I liked it. I had a good time. I didn't blitzkrieg through Diamond, though. I kind of got burnt out of playing Kinnan for 20 hours. Okay, so we play that, we play this, and I can only tap one? So there's no it's like it doesn't give me 3 mana or anything like that. Yeah, that's the first time I ever got any achievements with ranked, because I haven't been playing ranked outside of that. I'm gonna let this happen. I don't want to Prismari command Lelia. Not terribly concerned with Lelia right now. Oh, we cast him Prosper? Looks like it. Yep, we are. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Boing! Okay, let's play you. Put back that. Play this and... Probably cycle for a land? Right? That would be 7, and then I can go right into this. This doesn't win on its own, unfortunately. They found a land. Yeah, I mean, that's just the nature of those kinds of formats. Why am I unable to do this? Wait. How come I can't... Oh, because it's not... Ha! They didn't cast it out of their hand. Or out of the command zone. Ha ha ha. I see. I see. Yes, it all makes sense. Okay, well, We're doing the thing. We did it. Oh, that's a problem. That's actually a problem. It gives your opponent a window to respond. This is a problem. I gotta keep that in mind. That could cost you a game right there. Maybe I don't play this because of that. It gives your opponent a window to kill. They said time. All right. Go ahead and do this for 0. I'm going to do this for 0 because I have 2 extra turns and yeah. I don't think I'm going to find another. Oh, I mean, I did. Oh, but I could just cast it. Yeah, I can just cast this. Why not? Here we go. Some thick boys. Okay, so now I have nothing. I think I'm still swinging here with everything. It makes it so Lelia doesn't enjoy attacking me, and it also puts my opponent dead in the air. And they cannot cast a non-creature to get out of this. Like, they can't cast Bolas's Citadel. Well, they can cast Bolas's Citadel, but then they can't do anything. So I wouldn't counter it. They do cast it. I mean, I'm not going to counter it. You can't do anything with it. I could have taken it and the game was over, but it's over regardless. Okay, well, cool. That was a reason. No, I wanted to dig through time with Delve or thinking about it because I could find another spell, but I already kind of had enough mana to cast everything out of my deck anyways. So maybe there's no reason to Delve. It makes Treasure Cruise better. Oh, that's not true though, because then Treasure Cruise could just be the free one, so it doesn't really matter. And I don't know. I have to consider more about, do you cast the Delve spell for free or not? In this spot, it made sense too. But yeah, look at that. Yeah, that Iron Crag window. If they had something, it could have just completely annihilated me. It could have done that. Could have done that. Sweet. 2-0. What have we learned in these 2 games? Anything worth considering? I guess Ponder and Preordain are nice. I didn't even look at these. Well, we're playing this card, so there we go. Bloop. I suppose at some point I would play this card. Bloop. What did we get? What did we get here? I didn't actually look at this. Oh, that's neat. Overflowing Insight? I could play that, I guess. It's weird to cast. The 7 mana ones are a bit odd because your commander just costs 7 and you could just cast Overflowing Insight without casting your commander. It's just kind of weird. But you can do both, right? You could just cast your commander and draw 7, I guess. We could play it. I was considering it. That was actually really impactful. I'm glad I found that right there. It's not like I hate Overflowing Insight. I would like maybe 1 or 2 additional extremely problematic spells. So I could take out the Iron Crag so that doesn't happen again. Wait, what is this? Return everything and then shuffle. Oh no, okay, we don't want to do that. Opportunity. I like it. Oh yeah, isn't there this though? Yeah, there's just this is literally opportunity, but with one extra minute or way less. Oh, I forgot about this card. I totally forgot about this card. Enter the infinite. Draw cards equal the number of cards in your library, then put one card back. Oh, but we can't win though. Yeah, we just lose because we deck out. I don't have omniscience. There's no winning in that turn. I just draw my whole deck and then I lose. Apex of Power. Exile the top 7 cards. Until end of turn, you may cast. Until end of turn, you can cast spells from among them. And then you get 10 mana to play with. That's kind of spooky. It's a little weird. Well, A, don't own it and don't want to burn my mythic on it. And B, it's probably always blue. Yeah, so you just say blue. And then top 7, not top 10. That's probably okay. Let me look. I don't know if I love it. I'm not in love with it. Oh man, there's a lot of these draw 4s, huh? Oh, there's this. There's this. Oh, but it's not good as the first spell you do. It's not good at all, actually, with the first spell you do, but it's good with the future ones. It's also a rare, so it's a lot more obtainable. Eternal instant sorceries from your graveyard to your hand, so let's say you pick up. Well, wait a minute. What's the difference between this and Mizzix Mastery? Not that much, right? Turn all instant sorcery cards in your graveyard to your hand. You pick up some spells, and then you might cast them again. Maybe that's too close to Mizzix Mastery that I'm not crazy about it. There's a lot of solid hits with this. Yeah, that's true. Getting a treasure every time is a lot better than only having 10 mana. Because I cast my commander, I cast this, and then I don't have any mana. There's no lands. I just have 10. Counter spells are awful to hit with this. They don't do anything at all. You can cast anything. I don't know. I'm not super stoked, but it's not bad. It really isn't bad. But it's a mythic, and well, those are precious around these parts. What did I add to my deck? Why is it 101? What did I do? I'm concerned that I don't know. Oh, overflowing. Niv Mizzet Curiosity? There's no way to tutor either piece of that, so I don't think that's true. They're just 2 random decks looming in your random cards in your deck that you can't get outside of Gamble, and I'm not going to play Gamble. If I wanted to do that, I'd just play Godo, because Godo finds Curiosity and just wins. If Mizzet does not find Helm of the Host. And I did say that backwards on purpose. Get my point across. Man, I just want to force a will someone. I could take out the Iron Crag so that stops happening. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with that. Iron Crag is fundamentally not something in play you want when you cast this. So Yeah, this is okay when I have an extra turn in the graveyard. I don't know. It's a new card, and I want to try it. I really like this card, but it might not be the deck for it. But I want to try that card, but it could be absolutely wrong. I just wanted to play. It's probably not right. Yeah, if a combo is in your deck and it's two different cards, it's not that healing to me. Oh god. All right, this is a bit more playable. What is this? Whoa, Saint Alendra? Hey, I think the last time we played against this, it beat me. I think it did. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it made some tokens and then it exploded. I can't remember. That's a really cool commander, though. One of my favorite white commanders, and I've never played it. Alright, let's get this show on the road. My opponent has Solitude. Good to know. Mother of Runes? Does that matter? I'm going to say that doesn't matter. That's what I said about that. I don't really interact in this way. Like, this is not something I'm terribly concerned with. I'm more concerned about that Solitude. Which I guess on the bright side, I can just recast my commanders. Random encounter decks? I don't know what that... I don't know what that means. You're just doing nothing? Really? I don't think Alchemy gets too much hate. I think just the cards either do nothing or they do too much. There's not much in the middle. Exile Graveyard, counter on creature. I think I'll just stop that with this. Just so there's less issues in my face. Damage starts to run amok. That is good. That is okay. Probably just gonna Surveil 2 and draw, though. I can't kill Mother Runes. Again, I don't really care about Mother Runes, but... This does not look like a removal sweeper kind of deck. I can let this resolve and find myself just not concerned with whatever it finds. I can also counter whatever it finds. I don't really know what it finds. I have no idea. Esper Sentinel? I don't think you're getting Esper Sentinel here. What? Enters the next non-creature spell they can. Yeah, we're gonna just do this. I like both of these. Seek does not shuffle, so... Day's looking questionable now. Another land is a card with text on it. We can play this and then suffer against this thing. Enters a battlefield. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can pay for this, and then I can't defend myself at the same time against Solitude, which is probably fine. Actually, there's a really good sequence we have here if they play the 2/2, and they do play the 2/2. So Ephemerate's a huge problem. We don't have it, or don't cast it. So we can do this, and then they Solitude me, and it doesn't matter. So we go here. Mana Tithe is more problematic than Solitude. Okay, what did they get rid of here? Random thing, sure. So I can recast it on my next turn. See, this is like the most telegraphed Solitude in the universe. It's extremely good for us. So we do it again. No. Not great. Do I even want Lightning Bolt? Probably more than the rest of this. Although a land is also just good. Because yeah, I think we just take a land here. And I don't see a reason to Brainstorm. And I can recast my commander again, but again, there's nothing to do with it, so it doesn't really matter. An opponent would begin an extra turn, skip it. Alright, well that's too late, because I already did that. Why is there a stop on my draw? Attacks you 2, draws their second, casts their second. Alright, so my opponent has a fairly powerful effect in play. And there is not much to be done about that, so. That was abysmal. Is this only... No, it's not. I can't find... Think of my extra... I guess I'm just doing this. Because I don't want to do it on 8. I don't want to do that on 8. Okay, sure. I can bounce this. Well, that doesn't do anything. I think we're just passing. I can't swing either. Alright. I'm pretty sure I can play the game around this. But we'll see. Wow, they just windmill slammed a 6-drop. That's crazy. So, draw. That doesn't matter. Bounce. Counter. Bounce the trouble. The only thing I can bounce. Good thing I kept the artifact land. That's funny. Wow, just for 2 life? Removing Mother of Runes just for 2 life is crazy. Also, they named the wrong color. They made a mistake. I probably shouldn't have blocked. That feels a little messed up. Just like play as intended there. I really still do not care at all about Mother. I'm not going to steal it with Archdruid's Charm. Okay, this I'll cast for free. Okay, good. Let's play this. And we have more counter magic. And I can swing. Can't really do anything. Maybe they wanted this to die. There is a very valid argument that this was to be killed on purpose. Let's see that. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that card. That's a really good card here. Wow. That's the first time I've ever seen Trouble in Paris. very good here. Okay, game, I need help. I can't swing anymore. They can just tap Mother Runes. So I have the Surveil land in play. Let's just play a not thing there. They could have cast their commander and they didn't. 7. Enchantment, reveal it, put it on top. Okay. Puts it on top. So I can just counter that, I guess. The new set been going, it's good. I like the cards in it. Did I not shuffle from Brainstorm? I did. Teleportation circle. Okay, that's not allowed. That's a problem. I am losing. This does not seem like a super useful method of... I don't understand why they're doing that. I drew a card that could actually matter here. Maybe. And pass. They can't ossification this, right? What does that accomplish? I can just recast it, though. I can just recast this. I should just be mana efficient. I should just cast this. It's a very difficult card to, like, do stuff with. So. Alright, let's tap any random thing that is completely random. Doesn't matter. Oh, yes. They have 6 cards? Ugh. Beautiful. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right. We're gaming. We're gaming. We did it. It's time to game. Remember my opponent had a way to stop this? Because I do. Oh, beautiful. Oh, yes. I mean, we were bound to draw something, right? Our deck is full of giant explosive nonsense. So it was bound to happen. But if that thing was still in play, we had to do something about it. Because this wasn't going to work. But yeah, we take an extra turn, and then they probably say money. And I don't, again, really care about Mother Runes. So maybe I just take the 3-2. Because we're trying to kill them with damage. They could just be dead. If they say time, they're dead, right? It's 5, and then 2 extra turns, 10, 15, 20? So they are dead? Okay, sweet. Do we need cycle lands? There's only like 2, right? I don't think so. I don't normally play cycle lands. I don't think this deck makes an exception for cycle lands. I don't think it does. It doesn't seem like it's doing anything that wants cycle lands. Other than just to cycle lands like a blue-white control deck or something. Wouldn't want to. Target player discards any number of cards, draws that many. Oh, cool. It's a nice one. Neat one. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, there's the tapped mono-colored ones, and then there's a couple other ones. But they don't stand out to me. There's a reason 99% of decks don't play them, and I don't think this deck is doing anything unique that would want those in it. Like, if the logic is, well, you're getting flooded, you're drawing too many lands, then you could just play less lands in your deck, or maybe more card draw or something. But if that just applies to every commander ever, that like, oh, you drew a bunch of lands in a row, would it be nice that you cycled some of them? Sure, I guess. We do cast a spell for free, so when we do cycle, we still have all the mana in the world to cast whatever we cycle into. We don't just tap low for cycle lands and then not be able to cast something. So that might be something right there. Yeah, it's like approach the second sun style things, but we kind of are that. We do want to draw one of our like giant wad of approach the second sun spells, right? We don't have to draw them twice. 90% of the time, you're just going to play them because they're the lands that you have for the game. Most of the time, you're not cycling them. You're just going to play them because you need to play them to like cast your spells and stuff. They're only good when you're like done with playing lands. So I don't know if I like them here. And in the intermediate, when you're playing them because you need to play lands, they're awful because you don't want to play a bunch of tap lands. Really don't want to play tap lands. I wonder if I want the ritual. Faithless Looting is in the same vein there. I don't interact with my graveyard, but it does get rid of some bad stuff and maybe find some good stuff. There's probably a way to put Faithless Looting in here, yeah. You could make the argument Faithless Looting could just be itself a giant spell that you want to cast. Like, you just cast Faithless Looting as a giant spell instead of using it to find more. It just is one. Like, would that make more sense? Hopefully YouTube is working. It says the stream is chugging, but I mean, there's not much I can do about it. I don't think I want Pyretic Ritual. That's the card I'm thinking of right now. I don't think I want it. It only gives you 1 mana. So YouTube's fine. All right. Well, I'm getting the warning. All right. We don't have to change anything. It's gonna be dead whenever I don't really need to cast my commander anymore, but that kind of applies to Dark Ritual in a lot of contexts, where like if you don't do the crazy thing with it, it just kind of sits there and looks weird. But it's still fine. I mean, it ramps you for 2. Right? It's kind of like having an Ancient Tomb for a turn. You like play Ancient Tomb for a turn. I think that's usually really good. Dark Ritual is obviously in a different ballpark a little, but it's kind of the same logic. I did not expect to play against Yuriko. That's a bit tragic. I don't really have anything to do against that. At least it doesn't feel like I do. Maybe I should have just mulliganed for a thing there. Yep. Snooze fest abundant. Alright, I'm already done. I'm not going to waste my time acting like I should be playing against Yuriko. That makes no sense. See, it's moments like that where I kind of miss ranked, where that like can't really happen to you. You just play against Yuriko with some random thing and you just lose. But hey, you can just move on. Right? All you gotta do is concede. Your Rutha precon? What's Rutha? Wait, let me look at... Hold on. Oh, the orc. What does Toph do? Is this the one that wants the infect land all the time? I think it is. Okay, this works, I guess. Probably not. Okay. Do I mystical tutor for pyretic ritual? 1, 2, 3. So 5. I can use it immediately to cast one of these. I can also just wait. I do have a land anyways. Pyretic ritual, go up to 5, cast one of these. And then what? What does this do? Beginning of each player's main phase. Wait, what? What? Whoa. Okay. Yes, please. I have not seen that one before. D-Spark? Yeah, D-Spark. Get rid of Tails End, because I can't counter anything because I can't. I feel like this does not help my opponent. Like, don't I just win next turn because they cast... Like, I can cast my commander next turn. This is insane. Each player's first main phase. So I get 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is crazy. Like, I mean, it's a symmetrical effect, but like, it's just like crazy though. Okay. Yeah, I have to actually read it. What is Rumble Arena? Okay, well, I mean, I'm not gonna not do this, so play this, play land, cast extra turn, cast this. My opponent just like handed me amazing nonsense that I have no business having access to. At this point, it's fine to just let this... Oh, no, we can do this, actually. Hold on. Opponent, you did this. This is your fault. All right, let me just make that clear. All right, they realize that. Let's take the land. Sure. And then tap this for that. I will draw. We could put a counter on our thing, but I'd rather just draw while I can. Okay, that's fine. Get rid of you. Oh, opponent. Oh, just absolutely blasted the reality with that draw. That's just so gross. I can decline this now? Not that it matters. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just going to decline it. Okay, cast this. Draw. Wait, I got to do math. I got to do math. If I just put a counter here, they take... This is 9 plus 9? Okay, it doesn't matter. They have to block with Toph. It doesn't matter. The math just works that way. Okay, they did not block with Toph, so now they're just dead. Oh man, this card is great. I like this card. I hope more people play this card. This is we like this. Oh. Yeah, fine. I guess I'll just tap your commander and then win. Oh my goodness. The cheering crowd just like... My opponent played turn 2 Omniscience, but it was for me. It was for me. It wasn't for them. Oh no. Oh my goodness. That was absolutely disgusting. Oh man. All right, maybe they'll reconsider this card now. I don't know. There are a lot of good mana sources you can play in green, and giving this effect to a non-green deck is just absolutely bonkers. Beautiful. Just how we drew it up. Exactly how we drew it up. Oh my. Oh my. Alright, well, let me answer your question. Also, it seems like they actually did remove the stupid partner zone. It looks like it's gone. It only took them 2.5 months, but they actually removed it. Okay. At the beginning of combat, your turn, if you've cast an instant or sorcery, make a thing. Which is the greatest spell you've cast. So you make a giant token equal to the casting cost of spells that you've cast. Okay. It costs 4. You really want to play it on turn 3. If we're talking about EDH, I guess that's different. EDH is exceedingly different from what I'm doing here. You probably don't need Arcane Signet style things. You don't need to get this in play really fast, but you do want to generate a lot of mana anyways. And it's not your, what is it? Beginning of combat. Okay, so you can cast Pyretic Rituals and stuff and not just waste it on a 2/2. Yeah, it probably looks similar to my deck, I'd say. I think so. Probably looks similar, like in terms of what it's doing and stuff. Oop. What was that? I have never seen this before. I've never clicked this. Scared me. 85% of the way to the vault. Let's go. Yeah, it probably looks similar to my deck. You can play more intermediate spells, like just good 5s and make 5/5s, and not need like, oh, I made an 8/8. It's like, the 8/8 doesn't matter. You cast an 8-mana spell. So you probably cast a lot of really nice 5s and stuff. Some 4s even. Because making an 8/8 to a 4/4 is not the same like power level as casting a 4-mana spell versus an 8-mana spell, right? The 8-mana spell doesn't really need it like an 8/8 token to go with it. If that makes any sense. We have a brainstorm, but I can't shuffle. Muldrotha means Into the Story is immediately castable. I'm going to keep it with the idea that Muldrotha lets me cast this. Huh. He plays Lightning Greaves? That's funny. Well, we all know how I feel about Lightning Greaves. Again, this is multiplayer versus not multiplayer. I found a way to brainstorm without shuffling. Beautiful. There's reasons to cast this now, because I can find a mana rock. Is that worth it? I think I'm just going to hold and just assume that hitting a mana rock is not part of the equation here. Let's get rid of... Oh, I hit one. Oh, wait, no, I would not have hit this. I would not have hit that. Okay, it was one card too deep. You and you, but I don't want to shuffle this. I do not want to shuffle. So these two, in whatever order, play that. Unfortunate. Super close. Almost would have paid off to have done it. They immediately have a blue and black colored spell. Oh, they shuffled for me. Look at that. Okay, well. Tragic I didn't keep at least one of those cards. But they did sort of just fix... I would almost never play this when I just brainstormed and did not shuffle. This seems like you don't want to do that. Let's do things that let me stay in the game, so I'm not losing to my opponent having twice as much mana as they should. Literally twice as much mana. Spreading Seas, that's crazy. I mean, you can play it with Muldrotha, I guess. Kind of funny. I haven't seen this in a very, very long time. Also, what does this do? Enter the copy. That thing looks really cool. That's a zombie? How's that a zombie? Alright, let's play this. I guess I could just get basic mountain. Sure. And then play this. And Ledger Shredder is going to trigger, which means they can flip the 4/4, which we just have to be fine with that. What if I just didn't cast anything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can just cast my commander anyways. It seems weird to not cast this just because of Ledger Shredder. I don't care if they hit the battle and flip it. We're probably not concerned with that. And if we are, then such is life. Oh, they had the crew. They had the crew anyways. They could have just crewed it. It didn't matter. Assuming they could trigger it, which I'm sure they can. So. It's very strange to cast this when your opponent brainstormed and did not shuffle. Very strange. Don't quite understand the logic there. Okay, let's get rid of Pentad Prism, I guess. I do really wish I had the Into the Story, though. I mean, if I expected my opponent to mill me, I would have kept that one. They did not trigger Ledger Shredder, so I could have maybe saved myself this from happening, but it just doesn't seem right. I should just play my cards. And this is just a 4/4. It doesn't, like, win the game or anything. It's a Ledger Shredder, I guess? Or a Bank Buster? What is that? Treasure's Insight? Sure. Oh, it's from Graveyard? Ooh, it's Graveyard. Alright. Well, that's a lot more problematic because it gives them so much mana. I can cast this and then do nothing. Doesn't seem great. Yeah, there's no reason to cast my commander if it ain't doing nothing. So I guess I'm just passing. And casting Archmage's Charm on... No, that seems stupid. That just doesn't make sense. No, that doesn't make sense. Alright, we're doing this. That's also problematic. All right. Well, it is what it is. Let's tap the Bloom Tender. Sure. Get rid of my... I don't think they have counter spells, but they could. There's no reason to keep this pathway. Okay. I don't know how they didn't cast Muldrotha here. Is my opponent sniping me? I'm being stream sniped. Is that what's going on here? The mill brainstorm was weird, and this is also really weird to me. Like, how do you play around? I don't know. This seems weird. It seems kind of odd. They're playing odd. Human. Then just cast it. I need to like soak up a... Well, that doesn't matter though. I can't recast it. No, I guess I can't do anything. I just need to draw something next turn. The game's over. Casting my commander is not productive. Okay, they cast it now. I think the game's over if I let this resolve, so it doesn't matter about the Lily. I have to draw something anyways, so it doesn't really matter if I do this. 1, 2. Treasure Vault can be 2. And I just have to draw something. Alright. Didn't draw anything. Yeah, weird. Very weird. I don't know. Seems fishy. The mill is odd. The playing around specifically days is weird. But yeah, if I stack the brainstorm in a way where they didn't like mill me, these 2 cards can probably just win me the game, right? My opponent's not stream sniping me. Then I'm not being sniped. But these 2 cards could have and would have been extremely good. Both would have been extremely good. And I just put them on top thinking, there's no way they mill me, and then I can have, I'm safer against like Thoughtseize stuff and grief and whatnot, but they just played this and they got me. All right. I mean, you could also say Bloom Tender got me because that was like the best card played that game, but still. If I didn't deal with Bloom Tender when I did, the game would have been over way faster. And yeah, the Liliana ultimate kills me, but I'm dead to damage. Liliana discarding cards, it just didn't really matter. I was just dead to the board. Liliana didn't really have any part of it. The 3 cards I discarded didn't matter. I don't have Cyclonic Rift or River's Rebuke. I don't think I do. I might have River's Rebuke, actually. I wonder if I want at least River's Rebuke. I don't know. It's not like the craziest thing to do immediately with my commander, but it's alright. Well, again, my commander's not doing anything. If Liliana's not in play, my commander is doing nothing. It's a 5/7, it's doing nothing. It's just sitting there. It did not do anything. Okay. I have turn 1 days, but that's kind of ugly because I have to pick up my own land. It's really ugly. I think I'm going to get Steam Vents here. No, we can still get this. I don't think it entering tapped again is going to destroy my universe. I will keep that. I suppose I'm just going to hard cast Days. I guess that doesn't matter. Okay. Not. Let's play the old get rid of this thing. Yep. Play you. Human. Days is going to do something here. That's pretty cool. Lightning Helix is good as well. I think I'm getting rid of Lightning Helix. The rest of my hand is just better. Boing! So play this. And then hardcast Force of Will. I love upset Rofellos players who will probably win anyways because they're Rofellos. Oh, opponent, what happened? Oh, you missed your ranked format? Where you could play Rofellos against decks that could reasonably beat it? Oh, tragic. Oh, what a work of art. What a work of art. Get absolutely dunked on. Should have played better. You should have just played better. You should have just played better, Rofellos. I know it's really hard to play that deck. I know. It's extremely difficult. I know. You'll get through it. Ugh, love dunking on Rofellos. Yeah, playing Rofellos and getting angry didn't win. that's a new one. That's a new one for me. Usually Rofellos players aren't salty like that. Give me those Rofellos tears all day. All day. I don't have a second color for Pentad Prism, but I'm going to keep it anyways. I can't rely on my commander, so I'm not going to keep a hand that, like, is only good with it in play. Looks like we have Solitude to deal with yet again. Excellent. Well, that's just atrocious, but whatever. I guess I'll be a minute now. Oh, wait, I have Tails End. Aha. I forgot you could do that. Almost forgot you could do that. Oh! Oh my goodness. I forgot about that functionality on Tails End. I forgot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is excellent. Oh yes, beautiful. Just how we drew it up. That's literally how we drew it up. All right, who's next? Who's next? I almost want Stifle. Every opponent except one has had like a bunch of fetch lands. Yeah, maybe not. What do I want? I was talking about a card and now I can't remember what it was. Um, have him cast Magma Opus. I don't think I like this, actually. 7 mana make 3/3s is kind of bad. I think I'm going to drop that for almost anything else ever. Even this would be better, probably. Honestly, even this would have been better. Top 5, put one in your hand, yeah. There's the one that... No, I don't want that one either. No, Seething Song has not done the thing yet, no. I mean, if we could just make it a mana rock, I don't... If I take it out, I'm just going to add a mana rock in that spot. It's the same logic. It's almost the same as just asking me if, like, has Worn Power Stone done anything? Well, I haven't cast it yet, but it's kind of doing the same thing that the ritual is doing. It's just getting my commander out a turn faster. Or actually 2 turns faster. That's all I needed to do. What does this do? Hmm. Cosmic Epiphany could draw like 5. Maybe a little bit more. We could just play like Chart. What is it called? Chart the Stars, actually. I think I like Chart the Stars. Or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. Consult the star charts. I don't know. Oh, I was right. Maestro? Maestro? Eh. Oh. Okay, so it gives you a bunch of red. I mean, the spell is already free. What's flow state?
Oh, yeah, flow state. I was looking at this card earlier. It has to be an instant and a sorcery, and then you put 2 of the top 3. Probably possible to play this. Add Preordain and Ponder. I would probably play Ponder first, which is not in here. But this is an alright one. It's probably consistently doable in this deck, but I really would want Ponder and Preordain. I haven't really liked Prismari Charm, especially when I just want to Surveil 2 and draw 1 all the time. The other 2 are kind of like eh. So maybe I could just add Ponder in that spot. Or flow. Actually, how many sorceries do I have? I actually do not have a lot of sorceries. Right? The sorceries I'm casting only show up once my commander's doing degenerate stuff. So I can't really flow state too well. Yeah, maybe I just stick with Ponder and Preordain. I still like more than whatchamacallit. There's also Peak. I do like Peak. I don't necessarily need all of these, but it never hurts to keep. I mean, my logic is you could always just replace a land with a 1-mana cantrip. Like scry 2, draw 1, just take an island out and just have this. Or Ponder, take an island out, have this. I think the nature of Magic the Gathering allows for that to make sense. Alright, why not? Yeah, I don't think I'm running Stifle. Thought about it. Probably not. I just pay more and more attention to when Stifle would be good. Alright, we've seen Eureka Rofellos, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Now, Vivek. Oh, no red mana again? That's fine, that's why we have Preordain. There's red. Do I want Archmage's Charm? I kind of do, right? Yeah. It's also psychic damage to top on turn 1. Alright, psychic damage is real. Double top. They scooped on turn 0. Or turn 1. Why did they do that? They didn't even mulligan. Did they? I don't think my opponent mulliganed. Alright. Yep. You got it. Couldn't handle the scry 2 on top. Just couldn't handle it. Psychic damage. Told you. Okay, well, rip. Matched us up against someone from Brazil or something. I don't know. You can't see the person's name anymore when you get a disconnect draw. But every time I used to be able to see it, it was always a name in like Portuguese or Spanish. You gotta up their servers down there or something. I don't know. I see a bunch of other places that don't have a problem. like European profile names or Chinese ones or Japanese ones. Yoggers. Poggers. Well, I got cards in my hand. And we just hope they don't have Dark Ritual and we can play the game for real. Well, that doesn't matter too much. Mox Opal is very strange. Very strange. Wonder what's going on with that. That is not Chrome Mox. Or Mox Amber. Very strange. Okay, they had Dark Ritual. Yay! They just had the other one. Love it. I love commanders that can't do too well unless they have a cheese card. Always having the cheese card. There's like no punish to this card existing. My commander's a human, by the way, so I can't like get into combat with that. I suppose I'm gonna gamble for a card that matters. I don't think I care enough about their Bitter Blossom to do anything about it. So I'll just grab... Oh, all of these are kind of lame, huh? Yeah, they're all just kind of like... Yeah, they're all just lame. Alright. Commandeer is like not gonna be a thing here. I could just cycle Temporal Manipulation. To be fair, they haven't done anything crazy since they just cheated this into play really fast. Can I cast this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. I think I would like to cast it. So I'll brainstorm. Put back you and you. Like that. Play this. Fetch land. I'm perfectly okay if they kill this. It's also a lot of -1/-1 counters to kill this. Certainly not free. And I would like to shuffle. They should wait. There's no reason to do this right now. You should absolutely wait till your turn. They should have waited. I don't know why they didn't wait. Okay. Still pretty honest since the Dark Ritual nonsense happened. Invert polarity. Well, I mean, it's a thing to do. It's a thing to do. Let's cast this before I can't do that. And then play you. Alright. Majuka Bog, okay. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. I think I can solve the equation expropriate, but I don't really know where that gets me because I can't swing over and over with my commander when they have protection. Okay, now they did tap it, but I still think the logic applies. I'm not doing anything crazy with my commander. Kind of problematic here. They can give it -4/-4. I probably have to grab expropriate, right? I could grab overflowing insight instead, actually. That might just be better. It might actually just be better. I think I go to combat first. I think I do. Well, I'm always casting this, so I might as well lead with that. My hand size is infinite, by the way. I don't have to worry about that. Let's play artifact. It doesn't matter. I just play the one that requires the least amount of brain power. So. It's funny because when Twitch is like broken, the bots still act like they can see my Twitch. It's like there's no active visuals. You lying. Okay, I don't have an extra turn after this one. I gotta make sure I keep myself aware of that. Let's play you. And then just pass. No, we can do this. And now pass? I don't see a reason to lightning bolt the... Oh, there is a reason to lightning bolt the bearer, so they can't just spam more tokens. Because it just gives them more Yawgmoth problems. Yeah, well, let's make them sacrifice that. I don't want that to continue. And then we pass. Another spot where you don't have to do this, you can just untap first. You should always untap and see what you draw before you waste your time doing this. I could bounce their commander here, but I just don't want to. They gotta find a way to, like, gain life here, because they have 2 ways of losing it, and I actually killed one of the ways they were losing, the 4th way. Yeah, they have 3, and they had 4. Because of the Nykthos, I don't really want to bounce their commander. That's fine. They actually got Mox Opal online. Seems very, very crazy to play this here. So far, it seems crazy. But they got it working. Yep. So, doing anything about that. Okay, they chose to do it, and then they changed their mind. Interesting. I don't know how it isn't the thing to do. Okay, it looks like it is the thing to do. Ophiomancer. More ways of sacking stuff. We could try to counter this. I guess I'll try to counter this. I want to make a move on something. So. Oh, look, I didn't win the flip. I have yet to win this flip, period. I have never, ever, ever, ever won this flip. Ever. Not once. Oh look, Dark Ritual. Crazy. I mean, this is roughly the same, so... No. Alright. I mean, I already got my free spell. Okay. So... lose 4? Do you have to draw with that? I mean, I would always draw anyways, even with Shield Druid, so it doesn't matter. It has to be where X is the greatest mana value. It has to be at least 5, and there's only 1. Well, we've seen both Dark Rituals and Shield Druid and Nykthos on the top 25 here. Don't think Daze is getting me out of this, so... I doubt there's a Bloodghast, but knowing my opponent, there probably is a Bloodghast. As we'll have the perfect end. Sephiroth. That makes me lose 1 life. No, it makes me lose 2 because of the Meat Hook Massacre. Yeah, okay. Okay, I don't know how we had to think about it, but there you go. I figured it out. Rocket science. Well, like I said, the game is probably very easy if they don't have Dark Ritual, and they had it, so GG. I think that game is extremely simple and easy if they don't have the perfect Dark Ritual. I called it before the game started, they had it, and I lost. Like, okay. Not much else matters there. They literally did, like, kind of nothing for 2 turns as well, but they're so far ahead because of Dark Ritual, it doesn't matter. It's kind of goofy, but whatever. Wizards thinks it's fine. I just lost a Culling Ritual. I could have conceded. I don't think they're really wasting any time there. I could have conceded. What am I up against? Katara? I wasn't even looking. Wasn't even looking. Blue or red? I guess blue. Representing a counterspell is probably not realistic to me. Opponent does not go for their commander, which is probably reasonable. Do they have subtlety? I don't know. Do we think there's subtlety? I don't really have a lot of play against Katara, even if I cast my commander. Well, I'll keep random giant bomb in play. So it looks like it's subtlety, which is a way to deal with my commander. And then from there, I don't know what to do. It's almost 100% subtlety. I don't know what else it could be. I don't know. It also doesn't... I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, look, it's subtlety. Crazy. No way. Well, I'm going to keep it on top, and I'm going to try to cast it. Again. I don't really know what to do after that, though. You have another spell? Oh, come on. Alright, well. Not beaten perfection. Yeah, alright, we're wasting our time. The game was over the moment I got hit with subtlety. Wasted my time. That is probably more unwinnable than the Yuriko matchup. I think Katara is probably as close to an unwinnable matchup as you can get. It's probably like a 90-10 or something. Because even if my commander resolves, which it probably never will, I can't even resolve the spell I cast for free. So it doesn't really matter what I can do. Sakashima in the command zone I have never seen before. I am curious. Like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, alright, so we can keep all of these. I will be drawing all of them. I don't have to order it in some way. Clone Crafter? Okay. What does that do? Opponent has some kind of force of negation, maybe force of will. It's not subtlety. Could be force of will, or force of negation still. Don't know. Okay. Not quite what I expected. There's no playing around anything. Oh, there actually kind of is. Okay, there kind of is. Let's go ahead and shock, shatter. Shock and shatter. Still no move on this spell here. Interesting. I would love them to Sakashima this Ledger Shredder. They can't realistically do that, though. That's probably not a good idea. I want to cast my spells, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's get rid of... Geez. One of these is probably unrealistic, and I think it's that one. Okay, so we can cast this. I like both of these. I'll keep the counter spell. And play this as a land. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, unfortunately, but I this has to be worth it. Just so I can do something on my opponent's turn, which is what I really want to do. So. I just want them to make a move here. They can't let this resolve. Wow. Okay, so does anyone know what was in my opponent's hand that's not a counterspell? But it only gets... It only has... like, what? Wait. What? They only had priority when a spell was being cast. They did nothing at all, including trying to even trigger Ledger Shredder. What is my opponent doing? What is in their hand? It's not Subtlety. It's not... It could have been Force of Will and they didn't use it. They would have used it here. It wasn't Force of Negation. It wasn't Negate. I don't believe it could have been Force Spike. I don't think it was Force Spike, because whatever it was castable when there's no mana. Untapped there, so... It wasn't Commandeer, because they would have just commandeered it. It would have actually just removed 3 cards in their hand to put 3 different cards in their hand. What is that card? It wasn't Spell Pierce? What is it? How do you not cast it? I'm pretty sure the only things it could have been were good here. And they were all castable when your lands are tapped. I don't know. Like, yeah, so whatever the counter was, the only thing that makes sense in that spot, yeah, you're probably right. The only thing that probably makes sense is they only had 1 counter and it had to go here, and they felt like that 6-mana spell was too much to play through. But you could at least try still, because if I cast my commander, then I'm tapped out. And I don't have anything, and you Force of Will it, and then I just have to pass and I'm tapped out. And the 3 spells I grabbed, I can't cast. I think I was right in the way I was playing, where I don't try to just blitz this into play. I'm trying to play on my opponent's end step, make things awkward, and it seemed to be the right idea, I guess. I don't know. I most likely wasn't even going to cast my commander next turn. So, yeah. All right. Very strange game. I wish I could see more. Sakashima in the command zones is crazy. It's crazy. All right. Well, I mean, we take it. Okay. I mean, that's just gonna be the last game that I think I'm done. The paradigm cards. So the red one. Well, I mean, I can look at all of them with this button. I haven't really talked about the paradigm cards, other than the black one, I guess. So yeah, all right, we're finished. I'm gonna move on with my life here. Wait, where's the white one? Oh, there it is. All right, so this one's cool in certain decks. I don't have a problem with this. It's only your graveyard. It's white, but it's a permanent, so it can be anything. Anything that's blown up. I like this. Very, very slow, but it is effectively unstoppable. The kind of deck that it's in is not really found in Historic Brawl, though. But I see this being just a very efficient thing in EDH or something like that. I like it. Portal to Phyrexia, just keep bringing it back if your opponents blow it up, and you just, keep doing that. It is a graveyard, so Graveyard Hate just hoses this, but that's okay. That's fine. This one is also really good in the right deck. Happens forever. You just can never stop it. I think this is really nice in the right deck. Again, probably not found in Historic Brawl, right? There's the mono blue Y'shtola, the 6-mana thing. and you're trying to do whatever that's doing. And then there's the blue-green clone stuff that has like duplicate, whatever the blue-green X duplicate card is, it becomes exponential. I don't know, but there's probably a spot somewhere, but for the most part, it's probably just EDH. This one seems actually really good and probably good enough for Magic Arena, I think, in the formats found in this platform here. I think this is fine. I have never cast it. I had it in my hand a few times. I might have actually cast it and then just scooped after. But I like it. It's good. Someone told me they thought it was a game changer, and I don't understand how they thought that. It's not even in the same realm of being a game changer. It doesn't make sense to me. It's kind of just an efficient Phyrexian Arena. You would probably almost prefer Phyrexian Arena instead of this, but you know, it's forever. You don't have to cast the card. So if you're going to die, you just don't have to cast it. Or you can kill someone else. Or you can use politics and target someone who wants cards, and then be like, yeah, you can draw 2. Just use those 2 to affect that player. Because we need an out to whatever that person's doing. So this one's got some cool dynamics to it. 1v1, yeah, you're drawing 3 for the whole thing. Probably a nightmare in standard. Standard brawl, I mean, where it used to be if you had a way to draw more than 1 card a turn and your opponent did not, you effectively just won that game of standard brawl. Like every time someone had a way to draw 2 cards a turn instead of 1, they won every time. It doesn't seem like that's the case as much in standard anymore, standard brawl, but if that ever comes back, there you go. It's not like this is bad. It's still a really good thing to do. It just doesn't auto win, quote unquote, as much as it used to. But this is still really good. I like this. It seems like standard brawl is all about ignoring your opponent and just casting ramp spells into like Ralph and Mikey and Roxanne. So maybe this doesn't fit currently right now, but you know, if you ever get it to do the thing, it's very good, especially with stuff like Shieldred and whatnot. But there's also the One Ring, right? You could just play the One Ring and win with that. Like this is just a really, really bad One Ring, effectively. But, you know, now you have 2, I guess. And then this one, it's all right. You know, it's cool, I guess. It's a fun one. It's fun. This one's fun. We can have fun with this. I don't know. And then the same with this one. Okay, you know, you could play just a creature that's this size, like a 5 mana. Excuse me, this casting cost. Some 5, like Elder Gargaroth. You could just cast Elder Gargaroth, and then like every time that swings, you get a 3/3 in stats, right? The go wide strategies usually explode and win. They don't slowly Ouroboros you. But if you want another Ouroboros that can't be killed, there you go. There's 1/1 counter decks that like stuff like this. It's just, it costs 5, right? You just kind of cast an explosive spell instead of this. But hey, you know, it is another Ouroboros effectively, I suppose. But they're all right. They shouldn't be crazy because they're forever. You don't want a forever spell to be absolutely nuts, and there's no way to stop it, like Eminence on a commander. So if you have an Eminence spell, it can't just be completely insane. But of all of them, I think this one is the most notable, in my opinion. This one's the most notable. It's pretty solid, but I would be surprised if I see a lot of it. Like we saw Yawgmoth with a bunch of card draw, but does it want to play that? Not really. Isararak probably doesn't want to play it. Shieldred the Apocalypse is probably a place to actually play it, but they might just be playing it because of the life gain thing. Like, oh, I gained so much life, I offset the damage. But then in reality, that doesn't really actually matter that much anyways, right? So I don't know. It's the only one that's like kind of notable to me, I suppose. And again, the white one in the right deck, the blue one in the right deck, the green one, I don't even think a Hardened Scales deck cares about the green one. And then the red one is just fun, goofy funness, I guess. Any hoodles. I like this a lot. This actually does function. I took out the mana rock that breaks it. What is it? And it did come up actually more than once. It did come up more than... Wait, oh shoot. Iron. This triggers when you cast your commander, and it puts a trigger on the stack where your opponent can now kill your commander before you get to use it. Right? It's the same logic as Lightning Greaves. The same logic, except in this context, it's just horrendous because you aren't doing anything. You just put a trigger on the stack. I advise against that mana rock. I advise heavily against that mana rock because you're going to randomly hose yourself with that trigger, and then they kill this, and then you feel not great about things. The giant spells were good. I felt as though I had enough to do with this commander, and that's great. Now, I don't want to assess how good the commander is when these exist now. Like, I don't, because these are in every blue deck moving forward for the rest of forever until something is banned or changed. I kind of find Force of Will okay, right? This is very good. This is probably now the best counter spell. I don't know what... Force of Negation doesn't hit everything, right? So this might now be the best one. Daze is also extremely good. I have found that Force Spike has been very good. So when formats get more and more aggressive in, like, not like aggro, but, you know, just faster and more efficient, and the best thing you're doing is now on turn 2 instead of turn 3, everything's getting more and more and more mana efficient, and suddenly all games are decided turn 3, stuff like Force Spike become very good, right? And I think Force of Will is now probably up there. Subtlety is good too, but this is just totally deal with anything. It doesn't have the Force of Negation restriction or the Subtlety restriction. It's just anything. So this is very good. But apart from that, apart from those new extremely efficient counter spells that happen to also be good in this commander because they protect it for free, and then, you know, actually, you know what? Maybe what is it called? Prismarix. This is like the best card in Prismarix. I'm gonna look up the name because I'm gonna upset myself if I keep messing it up. Prismari. There's no X there. I don't know why I thought there was. Prismari just wants to protect itself, and this is a better way of doing it, in my opinion, than Lightning Greaves ever could dream of being. Anyways, the giant spells I cast felt fine. I can ramp into them as well, and I don't necessarily need this. Also, it makes it awkward to kill sometimes, because once you put a free spell on the stack, you care way less about it. And I had a few people just kill it when I already did the thing with it, and I could just cast it later, especially if the thing I did was an extra turn, and then I can just untap and recast it and then cast another free spell. So it is actually kind of annoying to kill this, which is nice. And the added benefit of that is you don't really need it. You can just cast your giant dumb spells without this. You do kind of have to have a way to win the game, but in these decks where you take a bunch of extra turns and draw a bunch of extra cards, it is very trivial to find a way to win. I get asked that a lot. It's like, oh, you don't have any creatures in your deck. How are you going to win? It's like, well, I can just bludgeon them to death with a 5/7. Or I can, you can even kill someone with the 2 tokens, the 2/1/1s off of whatever it is. Epiphany here. I just never really struggled to find a way to win once I was in a position to win. I found myself in a winning, snowballing position. It was very easy to just win. I'm pretty sure I had a positive win rate against kind of a fairly competitive chunk of decks. I did auto-fold to Eureka, but I beat Arofellos. I beat Teferi, although, you know, Tail's End beat Teferi. And then there was another one I beat as well. Like, so I had a good thing. I have still never won this coin flip. Never won it. I cast this, I think, twice today, maybe just once, but either way, I never won that coin flip, have yet to win it. It's just my life. Again, there was that one time, I don't know if I recorded it, I don't think I did, but I lost a Ralzarek coin flip 12 times. I was at 20 life, I cast Ralzarek, and then I went down to 8 before I won the coin flip. I don't want to think about the odds of winning or losing, which is the same chance. 12 coin flips in a row? That is insane to me. Maybe I have to reinstall Magic Arena. I don't know what to tell you, but that's just me. So some cards are unplayable. This is probably just one of them. I can't seem to win that coin flip. This is an excellent card. It's just another, what is it? Solve the equation? Which is a really good card. So I will say this could have absolutely ran and probably would have been better. I don't know how I would fit it in here, but not too difficult, I'm sure. One ring, Fabricate, and Paradox Engine could have came in this deck. It's another win condition. You just flood your hand with stuff with ring, and then you have so many mana rocks. It should have absolutely been in here. I will probably put it in the list I upload. There were some of those losses I had would have just been wins had I just played those cards. So something to consider. I think the Yawgmoth game, well, they had Dark Ritual, so nothing matters. But if they didn't have the Culling Ritual turn 2 and stuff, and we had like an actual game, I probably would have just won that long term with those cards because it took forever to close the game out after they were extremely far ahead the whole time. And that out is really good. It's just another way to win, and it doesn't really impede anything, right? Engine is just good on its own. One ring is good on its own, and Fabricate's just a way to find them. So you're never upset with that. We draw so many cards that it's pretty reasonable to at least hit one of them. So for removal, I guess the Unable to Scream, Witness Protection, Frogify effects would have been fine. I just didn't run any. I was really just focusing on getting this into play and doing something with it. But I think some of the 1 mana Frogifies could have gone in here. And also, yeah, the One Ring stuff. Maybe more cheap burn, like a Braid and Lightning Bolt as well, would have been fine. But I like the Counterspell package. But this is questionable. And I never got Seething Song to actually do anything, right? It just never came up. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It just makes it so you can cast your commander 2 turns earlier. I think that's perfectly fine, right? You would cast this on turn 5, or when you have 5 mana, and this brings you up to 7. So you don't cast it on 3 mana and then just go up to 5 and then do nothing. But there was a window where I could have used this to cast like a mana rock like this one, and I'm like, it feels kind of ugly, and I don't think I went with that line, but I guess you could. It also lets you cast giant things without your commander in play. So if it's dead, or you just, you think it's going to get countered or something to Essence Scatter for whatever reason, then you could just Seething Song right into Expropriate, I suppose, if you wanted to, from like, what is it? Is it 9? Yes, from 7 to 9. So it does more than that. I think it's perfectly reasonable. But yeah, Invert Polarity, there is the new cantrip, which I can't remember the name of already. Flow State, where we have an instant and a sorcery in your graveyard. You look at the top 3 and put 2 to your hand instead of looking at the top 3 and put 1 to your hand. So it's another one of those like explosive iteration, whatever EI. Yeah, EI, the blue-red one that I think actually got banned in like Legacy or something. Maybe it was banned in Modern, I can't remember. But Flow State is like another style card in that regard. So they seem comfortable with that effect in the game. But in this format, I didn't feel like I had a lot of sorceries. I should say this deck, not this format. In this format, this is solid, right? This is perfectly reasonable. Katara might not play a lot of sorceries, or Baral does actually. But anyways, this deck doesn't have a lot of sorceries outside of the ones you want to explode and win with, so it kind of doesn't feel great, right? I did end up addering, jeez, oh my goodness, talking too much. Addering, that's a new one. Adding sorceries like Ponder and Preordain. Like, oh, you know, they're better than this thing, in my opinion, so I'll add those first. And they're sorceries, so if I have enough sorceries, I can wind up playing this. It just never happened where I had enough to get this to work, in my opinion at least. But I'm sure there's a way to accommodate it, just like accommodating Mox Opal with artifact lands in the form of these two. And well, actually, I had a couple others in here as well. But yeah, I like this deck a lot. I really do. It just works. It is kind of doing its own thing. It doesn't feel like there's another commander that's quite the same as this, right? The issue I've had with, I mean, now we're in a full tangent ramble here, but the issue I had with like this one is it feels as though Modi is sort of doing the same thing but better than this. If this said spells had Cascade, it means all these spells you cast from Cascade just keep going. Just like the Joda legendary, you know, oh, your legendary finds another one. It doesn't work that way. You have the Cascade from hand. So, I don't know. It has the same restrictions. You don't want to play counter spells, really. You don't want to play X spells. And it's kind of difficult to cascade into the really crazy things. You can't realistically cascade into expropriate. Expropriate with cascade is kind of irrelevant because you cast a card that's so good it will probably win on its own. But there is some cool stuff like Commandeer. You know, that's pretty neat. You're not likely to cascade into it, so you fizzle your cascade because it costs 7, and then you just have that. So there's some like kind of interesting things going on, but oh no, where'd my deck go? Oh yeah, I took a card out. But yeah, I'm gonna add the One Ring, Paradox Engine, Fabricate, and stop rambling because I'll get stuck here talking forever. So let me know what you think about this commander. If you have functioning game plans for other commanders in the new set, let me know, because after having browsed them all, there are some really cool ones, but man, Historic Brawl is not friendly to cool. Not friendly sometimes to cool stuff, but you know, we're out here. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching and dealing with my incoherent rambling. You wish there was a thing as everything is so efficient. Wait, what? I don't know what you mean. Such a thing as a commander popper? Oh, you mean just popper in general? I don't know why you put it in parentheses. I mean, I would love popper. I would leave this in a heartbeat and play popper all day. Yeah, the One Ring. Nope, that's not how that's spelled. One Ring is spelled with burden. Boop. Engine. Fabricate. Yes, okay. What do I take out? I guess Star Charts could come out now. And probably could shave another land. No, that's maybe getting a little greedy. I also said River's Rebuke would be good in Cyclonic Rift, and I didn't add them. I thought River's Rebuke was in here. Someone said it was in here, and I just took their word for it. I didn't check. River's Rebuke probably is solid. As just like cast this and then bounce. I could probably just shave a random mana rock. There are plenty in here. I wasn't struggling with the mana rock stiff. Seek New Knowledge could also come out, although it is 2 non-lands. It cannot hit a land. I think that's quite significant. Man, I would love a blue-red Uro. Oh, I would love a blue-red Uro. I wonder if we're going to get more of those. Flage is still relatively new, so it is possible. We got a blue-green one and a red-white one. Oh, no, we have Rakdos. Yeah, we got a Rakdos one. Forgot about that one. Croxa. Poor Croxa. Poor Croxa. Hey, it saw play for a bit. It did see play. It did. Not so much anymore. I love how Croxa just turns on Flage. He just like give them Flage feel. Like, okay, I'll just discard Flage. Just like, oh. I could just take out a land and maybe Ring of Lucy is weird. Relic of Legends is also no, I don't want to take that one out. No, these are all just good. I think they're all just good. It's hard to find something to take out here. It really is. Everything in here is just good. Some people probably don't like Into the Story. This is like my pet card. But it's a draw 4. I mean, that's fine. It's an instant. I think it's worth considering, like, genuinely. Even without your commander in play, you can cast that. And draw 4 cards. Like, that's a thing you can do. All right, Ring of Lucy. That seems right. All right.